so you don't have to wait too long for him, and can't do better than Lemmy. R.I.P. Yeah, that was strange. And fortunately, we still have engineers on site.
Right.
When these guys go home,
It's going to be
like Labor Day weekend. You know what I do? I have a QR code on my board and a phone number for on-air tech support. So if that happens when the engineers are gone, I'll just play a lot of Motorhead, and then I'll call an 800 number.
Yeah.
And they'll fix it from wherever they are. That'll be a lot of fun. That'll be great.
Wait.
Did you accidentally hit something
No.
in the break? It just...
No. I didn't accidentally hit anything. And I don't know how they fixed it.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing, too. Like, they didn't tell us what they did either.
Well, because they're in, scram mode. That's not the word I want. Scram.
Do we no longer have those alerts that when, like, a station goes off the air?
We do not. Keith Kennedy gets an email. That stuff is all kind of...
That was the scariest time in my life when I would be running the board early in the morning and no one would be there. There wouldn't be an engineer there.
Sure.
Anything. I was left to my own devices. Honestly, it's fight or flight. That's honestly what taught me how to run the board as well as I did, because there would be times like Rover would be off and I would run a best of, or they'd be out on the bus. It was only like maybe a few times. And I don't know who trained me. It was either Corey did it once and then someone else, I think Matitude may have trained me. And I just forgot everything that they told me. And there was one time where only I could hear it in my headphones, but the show was not going out over the air. And their syndicates weren't going over the air. And the light came flickering, and I started calling everybody. I went down the line. I even used like the in-house emergency numbers.
Back in the day, you just threw a CD in and played it until you got everything fixed. Now it's all computers. So it's like if something goes down, you're like, okay, I'm not an engineer.
I was playing.
I can troubleshoot a little bit, but I don't know what's going on.
Well, even when things go down, you
guys.
watch a guy that knows this stuff like the back of his hand, and he still couldn't it took him a few minutes to figure it out.
He's like, oh, crap.
Yeah, he's just like,
I go,
this,
yeah.
maybe this, I don't know.
I was playing Funky Town on the board again. I was just pressing stuff at that point.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably jammed up the stream, too, for people who were listening on
They enjoyed
iHeartRadio.
I was watching the live stream. They enjoyed the behind-the-scenes look. They're like, oh, the engineers come in.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the text. They finally fixed that noise that was coming in between 2 and 6:30. You son of a bitch. I know what you're doing.
Get it? Because we're bad. You get what he said?
But I love that DJ Cummerbund, the Rage Against the Machine and Pitbull.
Yeah, that's nice.
I listen to that all day long. That's great.
I know what you guys can get me for my birthday. I know you guys
No one
were
asked.
thinking it.
No one
Not
asked.
a single
this
person
has
brought
been-
it up.
Just tearing at my soul.
Well, I was watching it during the break.
Okay, I'll bite.
I would like the new Breaking History, a White House memoir. It's Jared Kushner's new book. If you could get it signed, that's even better, please.
How are we going to get it signed by Jared Kushner?
Why do you
I'm sure
want
there's
that
some
book?
availables, some you can buy.
Availables.
I'm sure there's
The
some
ones that they haven't all purchased themselves. Yeah, I'm sure that they're.
But that's what I would like. I want it signed.
Why do you want that book?
Why do you want that book?
Because he's hot.
Because I like Jared and I want his book.
He's hot for a waxy mannequin who wants to be a real boy.
There hasn't been a White House memoir that was done by anybody attractive.
I see.
Oh, you think I'm going to spend $21 plus shipping on your birthday, Cody?
Yes.
And I have Prime, so it'll be here in 2 days. But get out of here.
Forget it.
I need it signed, though. So just make sure there's a signed copy. I want to smell it.
I could get it Thursday for $21.12, and you know what? I just think
Wait another 2
Rush.
weeks and it'll be discounted.
But that's
30%.
not on my birthday. Oh, wait a minute, maybe it is. Wait.
I would get it before your birthday, dummy.
2112, they give you that rush shipping. Listen, I don't know what to tell you, Poundcake. But if we're not all going to buy you a copy of that book. When's your birthday? Your birthday's
September
8th.
Your birthday's September the 8th. Oh, it's like a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and I'll be out that September 9th and then that Monday because I'll be in
Wait, you're out the 9th?
9th and the 12th, yeah.
How did I not know about
He's going
this?
to Colorado, right?
I did tell you that.
I'm sure you did, but I just didn't. Okay.
Yeah, just those 2 days because I'm flying in just for that weekend and then I'm flying back that Monday.
And that's when that's going to be your like de facto rager?
Yep, cabin in the woods where all the
Oh, right.
how all the scary movies happen.
Right. Any other black people going? Any other biracial people going?
there's another black gay man going. So he's black and he's gay. So he's full black. So I can't even use that credibility anymore. I can't talk about how hard my life is because this guy is black, gay, and he has a husband. So.
Does that make his life
I
harder?
didn't realize it was a competition anytime you meet someone who's black and gay.
It's a competition anytime he meets anyone. You could end the sentence
black,
there.
And I'm gay.
Is that true? Any person you meet, what a way to live. Any person you meet, you are competitive with them? For what? For what reason?
I'm not. I mean, I just get ready in case they want to compete with me. So I'm just like, okay, what do I have in my arsenal that I could toss out there?
And what do you have in your arsenal that you could throw out there?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know this guy yet. But the first thing I see, he's in our group chat. So I did a little investigative research.
So you're going out with some friends, and this guy is going to be there.
Him and his husband, yeah.
Right.
And
so in your mind, you go, oh, this is the antagonist of my story that's coming up. You're the protagonist. He's the antagonist.
I didn't say he was the antagonist.
No, but you've already got a dossier on the guy.
No,
because you're trying to prepare. He's like Nathan Fielder over here. You're trying to prepare for what if this guy's like, hey man, so nice to meet you. Let's have a good time. What are you gonna do with that?
What if he just doesn't even care? He just ignores you the whole time.
I have just been so used to being the only black guy in our group. It will be a change. I don't know. I didn't say I would dislike it. I didn't say that it wasn't acceptable.
You might end up with a brand new best friend.
I might.
Is that guy a Coloradan? Is he native?
We're having people come from all over. There's one person.
Where's he coming from?
They're coming from California. They're coming from Los Angeles.
Oh, and he makes more money than you.
That's your hook. Yeah. You're still out there grinding.
Yeah, and he has a mate, so he probably got his husband's health insurance. Okay?
Mate or a maid?
Mate.
Oh, mate.
An inmate, please.
Cody.
An incarcerated in marriage person, all right?
This scenario reminds me of the Family Guy, the Star Wars episode where, what's her name? Lois meets the only other girl in the universe, and she's just like, I don't like her. Without even saying anything, they're like, you don't know her. She literally
Princess
just walked
Leia,
in. Yeah, she's like, I don't like her.
Or is Lois Princess Leia?
Lois is Princess Leia.
I never
don't know.
saw that. Yeah.
I don't know anything about Star Wars, but she meets who's supposedly the only other girl in the universe, and the first words out of her mouth are, I don't like her.
Right. Alan, instead of giving money to a billionaire seditionist, how about giving Poundcake the gift of a library card? Would you like a library card? That's not a gift, though. He could get that. It's free. He could get that on his own.
I told that story a few months ago where I found out what a library card was. I went and bought like 7 books, and I spent like $200, and I'm like,
wait, you found out like when you were 14 years old?
I was reminded of it.
Oh.
Me and my sister went and bought a bunch of books, and like one of my favorite authors, I went and just basically got everything that she wrote. And we're walking out, and I was like, I wonder where they give you a receipt. Like, oh my God, I should keep the receipt, and then after I read the book, return it and get my money back. And my younger sister's like, you mean like a library card? And I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God, indeed.
I hate me.
We had them in school. You are familiar with the concept of a library.
What you're describing exists and is available to the public forever.
It's encouraged.
Right.
That's what they want you to do. They want you to come take their free books.
Come to the library. And now you can get DVDs and you can rent all kinds of stuff there.
Whoa, DVDs.
You can use, well, again, we've said this before. We forget. There's a lot of people that don't stream.
But there's actually
We're in our little info silos, but a lot of people don't stream.
You can get the library that, like, what is it, Overdrive? It connects to, you can get books on your phone. You can get audiobooks. And then they also have library streaming services, too.
Yeah.
Where you can watch stuff on there.
The poor library system in any city has had to stay 2 steps ahead technologically just for people to pay attention, and people still go, nah.
Dude, I forget about it.
I love the library. I worked in the library in college. I love it.
I text my girlfriend.
Banging in the stacks.
She lives a couple streets over from me now, and I text her, I was like, hey, I need to print something. I was like, you wouldn't happen to have a printer, would you? And she goes, no, because I'm not 70, but the library is open until 9. And I was like, okay,
God.
I see you, Kels. All right.
Yeah, I'm not 70.
Instead of coming to my house, go a quarter of a mile further and go to the library.
Some people need hard copy of things. Somebody in the big room out there this morning, I was doing some work, and somebody else had a question about the printer. And a third person goes, who prints things out anymore? I stopped printing out my rundown sheet. I have it on my screen now. New digs, new way of doing things, baby.
I love it.
I had to print out my cat's intake forms for her surgery.
Pardon
it was
me.
like 4 pages.
This is what I'm saying. Some places they need hard copy of things, and
So, but their thing was I couldn't fill it. I was like, can't I just come in like 10 minutes early and fill it out? They're like, no, you have to print it beforehand. You have to make sure it's all filled out right when we get her. Or we can't admit her. Yada yada. I was like, all right.
We need this in triplicate.
Press hard, 3 copies.
My friend Martin Malloy, who's a comedian, a lot of people have seen him. He used to go by Schizo Bill. A few weeks ago, he had to appeal to basically the library god at the Lakewood Library because there was somebody that was watching pornography at one of the computers at the library, and we're talking about people that sag their pants. He wears a belt, but his pants are always falling down, and he's not.
Oh, they tried to frame him.
They thought that he was the one that was watching porn and playing with himself, and he said, no, it wasn't me. And he had to go and meet with the head of the Lakewood Library and say,
Mr. Bookman,
this wasn't me. You can check, because, they have records of all that. You can see what I was looking at. And also, I can't get an erection without Viagra, and I haven't had Viagra in over a year.
way to blow up his spot. Listen, here's what I'm saying, though.
Listen, if you see him in public, he's going to tell you this story.
Great. Well, then I hope I don't see him in public
Not
anymore.
exactly something he keeps to himself.
Is he just such a regular at the library that they thought of him?
He doesn't, well, I think because his pants were kind of falling down, they thought he was the one. And so, like, a cop stopped him and asked, like, hey, let me see, are your pants unbuckled? He's like, no, they're buckled. They just, he wears way too big of pants for whatever reasons.
Yeah, why doesn't he get pants that fit?
I've bought him pants that fit, and then his weight's always fluctuating because he goes on binges of Pepsi and Hershey chocolates.
All right. Gee, why did he go by Schizo Bill for so long?
Well, he is, in fact, very schizophrenic. And I was
okay.
like, I don't think
but what's the Bill part?
Well, it was originally because he had a bunch of family members that didn't want him doing comedy, and they didn't want to be embarrassed by him. So he changed his name because he would call him to Howard Stern all the time.
I see.
And he was doing shows all over town, and so his parents have since passed away, and
got them out of the way.
They're like, go by Marty.
No one to embarrass anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But he's waiting on that.
He is absolutely hilarious, and he's going to be at my comedy special taping September 2nd and 3rd at the Funny Stop.
Wow.
In Cuyahoga
You're doing a
Falls.
taping?
Yeah.
Hey.
We made it all the way till 4 o'clock. I think that's the longest you've waited to mention it since it's in schedule.
Well, he wasn't here yesterday. He's got to make up for
I understand.
Tickets at billsquire.com
There
or
it
call 330-923-4700.
Stephen Canton is convinced that on this Colorado trip, Poundcake's primary objective is going to be to get that guy to respectfully cheat on his husband.
No, his husband's coming.
I know. That's what makes it so sexy.
And
That's
respectful.
what makes it so respectful. He's going to be passed out in the great room.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are in some kind of lodge or something. And then you're going to turn lodge from a noun to a verb. And this guy is not going to be able to resist because he's going to have a white husband.
They do. He does.
Of course. And that's your type. White husbands.
Are you going to cheat with him or the white husband?
The white husband.
I don't think I have to cheat with anyone.
No, you don't have to, but you're focused on
But
respectfully
it's your
cheating.
birthday.
Yeah.
And you
what's
should enjoy
yours?
yourself.
Why'd you bring your husband if you knew it was my birthday?
Yeah.
How dare you? There's
Is this my present?
There's 6 dudes and 3 sets of husbands. Oh, well,
Are you the only one that's not?
Are you
in
the
a
only one
relationship?
rolling solo?
there's another girl that's solo.
No, you're the only guy rolling solo.
Correct.
But they're not all.
There's 3 gay couples, him and a girl. 8 total.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How did that all come together? Does your friend just have gay friends?
Yeah, they lived in Los Angeles for 6 months.
No, but I mean, your female friend only has gay friends. That's what this is?
No.
Or is it just coincidence?
She lives in Denver. So
Is she someone that you could lose your female virginity to?
I don't know. I don't know if she would be down for that. I know her quite well, but
Well, then ask.
okay.
and then put it on Instagram Live at one of Mary's shows.
Yes.
And we can all see what's happening there.
I was like, I have one of my best girlfriends coming, and she's going with her boyfriend. Then my 2 gays obviously are together. Then they're bringing 4 of their gay friends, and they're both married. So
you really want to go to this badly, because otherwise you'd feel like the 7th wheel.
correct.
Yeah.
Well, no one wants to touch my vagina. I don't understand how I'm secluded off in this room, and somehow, some way, there's a fly in here. Where?
Oh, there's been a fly in this building all morning long. It's
How?
it's getting in and out when doors open in studios. I had
It's
it
annoying me.
Yeah, I had it in the front room this morning. I had it in here this morning. It's one fly. This is how it starts.
Had to go on a scavenger hunt to get to this room.
Stink. Wash your butt.
What?
If he washes his butt, there wouldn't be flies.
Yeah,
Wash
wash
my
your
butt
butt.
last night.
Yeah. Wash your butt.
Man, shut your ass up.
What if you guys all get to this lodge and everybody's having some drinks, everybody's having some conversations, and the conversation turns to, hey, wouldn't it be fun if we all ... And there you are in a puppy pile.
I mean, yes, there's a hot tub. There's nothing
Uh-huh.
but, acres and acres around us.
This is what I'm saying.
Um,
all the boxes are checked
There's
for
gonna-
this to end up being a real greasy weekend.
We only have 48 hours. There's a bunch of pot and all the alcohol we can drink. So, yeah, I'm ready for it.
Or conversely, the other end of that spectrum is everybody else is going to pair off. You and your friend are going to be sitting in the corner.
I'll find a lumberjack. See, I'll get on.
You know
Grindr.
how they're just walking around out
They
in the
are.
woods jacking lumber all day long? Hey, anybody want to jack my lumber?
And they're horny too.
Of course.
They are.
And
And
they're
they're always-
questioning. They're like, all I see all day long is logs. I can't
Lumber.
stop thinking of
Oh.
hard wood.
That's
And
right.
then Poundcake shows up. Oh, really?
Poundcake's like, I'm the quicker picker-upper.
Do you got a bounty on me?
There you go.
Wait, what?
Do you got a bounty on me was his joke.
I thought he said Pounty.
I heard Pounty too.
You got a bounty on me? Yeah. You'll be pound coke that weekend. I got to take a break. I'll have those Mushroom Head Halloween tickets for you. That is a big show, boy. If you've ever been to Mushroom Head Halloween, it's a lot of fun. It's at the Agora on the 29th of October, so we'll get you a couple of tickets for that. 5 o'clock is going to be that keyword in a bit to get you to Vegas for our iHeartRadio Music Festival, so be thinking about that. And we'll be back after these.
It's the Alan Cox Show. Everywhere on our free iHeartRadio app or whatever smart device you have.
Just tell me to play the Alan Cox Show on iHeartRadio.